So these are the top reasons that you should consider building a brand new home. As you may know, you might hear horror stories about building. It's really hard, maybe cost overruns, it takes forever. There's all kinds of reasons that people tell you not to build, but why should you consider building a house? There's plenty of reasons, way more than 10 really, that you should consider building a home. And as you may know, our firm, Oyler Hines, here at Coldwell Banker, specializes in new construction. We have a whole division focused only on helping folks like yourself successfully build and navigate through the building process. So we're here to share with you some do's and don'ts, but really the reasons why we feel that building a new home is a great fit and maybe a great option for you. So without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 reasons you should consider building a home. All right, number one, it should be fun. I mean, that's really what building a home is all about. You're creating something from scratch with a team of folks that you get to really kind of craft the vision that you have in your mind and put it out there. Now, that might be a huge, elaborate, multi-million-dollar home, or it might be more of a production home that you're building with Fisher, Dries, and MI. Doesn't matter because it's special to you. And what you want to build that's in your mind, you get to pick out all sorts of fun items in the house. And that's really what it's all about. It's about really making the home a reflection of what you would like it to be. And how often do you get to do that? It's really a fun process. At least it should be a fun process if you choose the right team members that are surrounding you. Number two, you can build exactly what you can't find. In a market like we're in today, where inventory is really, really tight, you can't find existing resale homes because really, let's face it, there's been so few homes that are hitting the market today. So you can build the house that you've been out there looking for. And that's why building can be a great fit, because you really craft your dream. So if you're not finding that perfect house for you, you can just build it. Number three, low maintenance. The beauty of a new home, everything is brand new. That means that you should have very few items compared to maybe that 30, 40, 100-year-old home that you might buy. So you get new HVAC units. You have all new roof, which is a big, big number. New appliances. All of those items, we'll get into another item, we'll have warranties, which will be really special. So you won't have to worry about maintenance throughout the house. Of course, there's other things that come along with building a new home. There might be other costs, but really when it comes to maintenance, there should be very little, especially for the first number of years that you're living in that house. So number four, warranties. I actually hinted at this in our number three, but warranties are really nice because you actually get warranties on any new item in a house. That might be a manufacturer's warranty from maybe Thermador or GE on your fridge or whatever appliance it is. Might be a roof shingle, a warranty that you get there. Maybe a structural warranty as well. Because let's be honest, who hasn't bought something in the past several years that hasn't had an issue? So you have to give a call to the manufacturer, maybe to the builder, to help you figure out and kind of problem solve what's going on and hopefully get that fixed up. Number five is modern technology. Now this really depends on you. You may love this, you might also hate this, but modern technology, you get all the latest and greatest, the bells and whistles when it comes to maybe AV, or maybe that smart fridge that you can actually hit a button and see inside and through the door. All kinds of great stuff. And that's really what's nice about it. When you build a brand new home, you can wire it properly. You can get it set up with the infrastructures to maybe have all of that equipment set up early on. So modern technology makes your life easier. We just actually had a great contractor come in and talk about lighting and your circadian rhythm and how lighting affects mood and all those things. So you could have lighting in your home that really kind of just capitalizes on how you feel or allows you to feel the greatest when you walk into certain rooms at different types of day. There's 1,000 different ways to go. Of course, it all adds up money-wise, but you do have the opportunity to craft your home with the most modern pieces of technology in the house. Number six, you can make your home more efficient when it comes to energy efficiency, and it can be safer from a term of air quality. So when you look at that, I'm combining those two because the codes nowadays are much more strict than they were 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago, because obviously the governments are trying to craft safer and more efficient homes. But air quality is really important. Green certifications are really important. So here in Cincinnati, we have the LEED certification that we're leveraging for the tax abatement. Of course, LEED, which is Leadership in Energy Efficient Design, is a national and really it's a global brand through the USGBC, but that's just a series of criteria that allow you to build a home that's maybe a little bit tighter, energy efficient, maybe safer, uses greener materials. It allows the house to breathe in certain circumstances, maybe be tighter in other circumstances, but it really allows an opportunity for that house to be crafted in a fashion that allows it more efficiency, it's safer, and there's so many benefits that come along with that. Number seven, less competition-ish. I say it like that because building a home is not for the faint of heart. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody has that timeline. So when you look at opportunities, you might be willing to jump at an opportunity, whereas maybe 90% of the other folks out there aren't looking for that. So when it comes to competition, when we see resale homes, they're hitting the market. Just talked about one this morning, brand new listing hit the market. There's already multiple offers, so you're competing with the highest and best by, Saturday, Sunday. You have to get your offer in, be very competitive. And this, you're shaking your hands with the builder, agreeing to move forward. Of course, once you find the opportunity, and then you get to dictate exactly what you end up building with your team. So I say less competition because it really is important. Once you select that opportunity, it's you and your world that you're just running with, and you have that opportunity to craft your vision on that. Number 8, new homes tend to be very saleable. Everybody wants new. I mean, heck, that's probably why you're considering building a home right now. You've looked around at the open market, you can't find anything new that matches with the floor plan you want, the selections you want, the fit and finish. So new homes tend to be extremely saleable. So you obviously have to watch what the market can dictate, because if you build a $3 million home on a street that only has $1 million homes, of course you got to take that into consideration. But when you build a new home, if you did get transferred out or you decided, hey, you know what, we want something different in a few years, most new homes tend to be very saleable, at least in the marketplace that we're seeing today. And it's really going to put you in a great position for the time whenever you do decide to sell. Number 9, builder incentives. This is actually an item that you may overlook. You might not be thinking about unless you're on their websites and you get a little pop-up screen. Maybe there's a rate buy down with rates fluctuating around 6 or 7% right now. Maybe the builder's willing to buy down the rate. Maybe there's a free basement incentive, or at least maybe some kind of monetary incentive to add more features to your home. The incentives with building compared to buying existing homes can be quite significant. So it's nothing to turn your nose at. It's actually something that as you're talking to a builder, of course, you got to see how competitive the home is, how competitive the neighborhood is. Every builder is going to be different on what they offer. We tend to see that production or volume-based builders offer quite a few different incentives to get you in the door, whether it's using their financing or a rate buy down or any of those features I just mentioned. But it's really something that can be impactful when buying and building a new home. And last but not least, number 10, you waited with me this long, it's really you. There's no limits. Really, the limit is your budget. It's you as maybe how creative you can be. There's no limits that are put on new construction. Of course, each builder might have boxes they want to keep it within so it doesn't go too crazy, but you really get to dictate how much fun you get to have with this house. So that's what's most fun about building a house. This is really your vision that you're translating into reality, right? You have designs, you've been on house.com, Pinterest, anywhere else, or maybe you're just really creative and come up with your own ideas. You get to put those to work for yourself. So there's no limits. You get to build a home that is exactly a reflection of you. And that's what's special about building a home. Of course, with all this, we are biased. We help dozens and dozens of families and individuals build homes on a yearly basis. We're really fortunate to get to work with some of the greatest buyers and friends now. We get to work with some of the most fantastic builders out there, and of course, developers. We have our land team that helps find opportunities. We're really fortunate to get to do this day in and day out. And what's beautiful about that is we've seen everything out there. Of course, we're surprised every once in a while, but we've gotten to see the good, the bad, and the ugly with building a home. But overwhelmingly, it's always positive. It's always fun. Our clients are excited the day they get the keys and get to move in. It really, truly is worth it. And if you can brave the process and you have the courage to really get started, that's the hardest part, is getting started. It's like anything. So if you've ever considered building, obviously these are 10 reasons why we think it's a fantastic idea. But, if you're nervous about it, we also have another video that's coming up. It's top 10 reasons not to build a home. Because let's be frank, building a home is not for everybody. There's all sorts of considerations, and we want to give you all of the positives as well as the negatives so you can be educated and make a great decision. So if you have any questions after this video, you're welcome to reach out to me. We'd love for you to comment below. What are some other reasons that you think building a home is fun and it's a great idea? But also, if you have questions, if you're thinking about building a home in Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky, you can give me a call at 513-260-0424. Email me, you'll see my email down below, or of course, click on the link below. We have all sorts of resources on our website about building a home, including a due diligence checklist, all sorts of things to help you navigate this process, make it smooth, and most importantly, make it fun.